another book review.
Ay, 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 ay.
Hello, guys. Thank you. First of all, I would like to thank you to all of you who already watched my previous video. I really like your comment in there. You give a lot of advice that I I really appreciate it. And today I would like to talk about another book review, of course. So I finished this a few days, not few days, I mean a few months ago, and I hope I still remember what the story is about, because I'm not really that kind of person who easily remind a thing, and hopefully it can be another reference for your reading list. So if you decided to read this book, maybe this video can be a reference. And please, if you like my content, please subscribe, like, and share, and comment. And most importantly, I think this is most important, give any advice and any kind of critique that can build up this channel. So okay, today the book we're gonna review is this. Okay, so you already see what kind of book we're going to read. We're going to review, I mean. So the title of the book is, in Indonesia, Ajari Kami Melampaui Kegilaan Kami by Kenzabouro Oe. Or in English version, the title is Teach Us How to Grow Our Madness. So if you see in English version, the book is a kind of group of short novels. So in English version it published it in 4 short novels in one book. So one of the short novel is this book. So in Indonesia version we translate it into one book, not a four short novel in one book like the English version of it. So the story of this short novel is actually going to like this. So the main character of this novel is a fat man. So he had no name on it. The author is not telling what his name, so he's just called Fat Man. So the fat man had kind of really bad past when his father was dying mysteriously in his house. So every time he asks her mother is kind of covering it up by getting kind of insane, getting crazy every time he asks to his mother. So after a few years, after he getting married, after he getting had a child, he going to a zoo one day. So when he going to zoo, he almost died because he falling into the polar bear cage, where he almost died in there, and he kind of get enlightenment, where he kind of think, oh, okay, I want to know what my father died is, what happened to him, and what kind of death that happened to him. So he after that incident, he going to the local telephone. So it was 90. So it was 90, so there is no kind of cell phone or kind of like that. So he ran out to his mother, asked her to reveal what happened to his father, and threatening him if she don't want to uh, don't want to reveal what happened to his father, he will kind of make an autobiography about his father and reveal a kind of cover up that she has been done. So the novel is kind of like that. Okay, so you already know what kind of story that we are talking about in this short novel. So we're going to talk about the writing style. So the writing style in this short novel is more like, if you compare with another Japanese novels, Kenzabouro Oe work is had this kind of rebel style writing where when you see another Japanese novel like Yukio Mishima or Yasunari Kawabata, they had kind of more, what should I say? It's kind of more soft writing style where it's more like melancholy, more like slow, more like it's being dropped from the edge of river into the middle of river. It's kind of really slowly, kind of like that. And what different from Kenzabouro Oe is kind of like he had kind of rebel style. If you want to know the difference, maybe you try to compare it with Yasunari Kawabata or Yukio Mishima or another Japanese novel. I think it's Kenzabouro Oe had kind of this kind of short novel thing, short novel where he kind of had this kind of rebel style of writing, kind of like that. And about the material I noticed that the material from the novel is from a lot of it is from the personal life of Kenzabouro Oe itself, where there's one scene when the fat man had a disabled child, and that disabled child, and one day he kind of go ride bicycle with his disabled child. I mean, Kenzabouro Oe had a disabled child too. He had if I'm not wrong, he had an autism son, and there is a photo where he and his disabled child, Kenzabouro Oe and his disabled child, is riding on bicycle too. So I think it's kind of from that scene, from that kind of personal experience that Kenzabouro Oe had, he kind of taken into his work. And what message that Kenzabouro Oe tried to deliver in this short novel is that I think it's kind of related to the war thing. So if I spoil it, the fat man family is actually the family that affected by the war thing in the past. So his father dad, I'm gonna say it's spoiler, okay? So his father dad is actually because the Cope Etat, if I remember, it's written in the novel. So Cope the Etat is kind of like a revelation from the existing government. So the father is kind of a member group of a political faction where this political faction is trying to rebel to the existing government. So I think it's kind of crazy. And what happened is that this political faction that in the novel is actually failed to do that revelation. So his father is blamed for that. And the political faction is blaming his father, the fat man father, of the failure of that revelation. And the father is kind of get depressed, and he kind of died mysteriously in his house. And I think his father died in the what you say is kind of his warehouse in his house. So pretty much it's all about a war. It's pretty much all about a war, past war that happened and affected the family of a fat man. Okay, so that's all I can say about this novel. If I want to give a rank in this novel, it's kind of like 3.5 out of 5. It's actually a cool novel, but not that cool, I think. And pretty much that's it. That's all I can talk about in this video. Thank you for watching, and if you like this video, please give a thumbs up, and if you dislike it, please you find to give dislike, and please give a comment and consider to subscribe to my channel, and most importantly, you can give advice and critique to this video, or maybe another my video to upgrade my channel to give a better content. So okay, that's it. Thank you, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for watching, guys. See you.